All right. How are we doing, Michelle, on the walking?
Well, if I've calculated correctly, I think today is day 27.
Wow. You know, you're starting to look like a little girl, a teenager. Your hair is getting a little bit longer, but your face is getting thinner. And your hair quality looks good. Your skin's got good color to it. So how are we doing with everything?
Oh, well, I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. I've had a pretty emotional time in these last few days and last week. But you know, I'm still doing everything. Well, not everything, but you know, I'm definitely doing my walking. A couple times I
Okay, what does that mean? I'm not doing everything.
well, I mean, like I feel like I'm falling off on like my schedule sometimes. Like you know, yesterday I got up later than I wanted to. I had a doctor's appointment, but I wanted to get my walk in. So I went and did my walk. And I came back and the only thing that I had ready was like a hard boiled egg. So I just threw that in my mouth and went to the doctor.
Did you have your fruit before that?
Yeah, that all was done. That and a
Okay,
lot.
so you had your protein, you went to the doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
But today, you know, I did you know, the fruit, I did the latte, but then I didn't eat anything else until probably noontime because I had to get to work and had to, you know, get other people.
The doctor's appointment always throws you off. You have to, you know, it's like a wrench in the works for your schedule.
Well, that was yesterday. Today, I don't know what my excuse was.
Okay, what's it?
I did get up and walk. Well, actually, you know what? I got up and I did a yoga class at 7 o'clock. And then I came home and I chilled for a little bit and then I went for my walk. And
what's
then I went.
The emotions that you're going through? What's going on?
Oh,
in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, today my mother would have been 95.
Oh.
So it's her birthday.
Oh.
And Sunday.
Today's her birthday?
Today's her birthday.
Oh.
Sunday, my ex, what's that?
What's your mom's name?
Gloria.
Gloria?
Yes.
And how did she call for you when she was really wanting you to come to her?
Shelly. I was always called Shelly growing up.
Okay, see, those are the things you need to remember because she's hearing you. So you miss your mom. Today was her birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sunday I did like usually like every year she's been passed away 8 years. And every year, you know, I don't always get like this, you know, just this year it's happening. But I on the weekend closest to her birthday, I always do something that she would want to do, you know, or that we would have done together.
Right.
And it's always like an outdoorsy thing because, you know, fall is so beautiful here and, you know, it's just, so it's always something like that. And, you know, a friend of mine from high school was having a party. So I went to that and it was really fun and, you know, had a good time, saw some old high school friends and it was good. But I also needed that distraction on Sunday because my ex got married.
Oh my God, you're getting hit by, this is all emotional stuff.
I know. And so, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I don't want that ex back. Like, I really, really, really don't. Like,
but you don't want him to be that happy.
Well, I don't really think he is happy.
Oh,
I really don't.
Okay, well,
I mean, but you know, they also, you know, it ended very, very ugly.
Yeah.
And so, and it has continued to be ugly. We've been broken up for 5 years now. And the woman that he married has continuously sent me anonymous emails throughout the last 5 years, including up until like just a couple weeks ago, I got another one. She also created a fake Facebook account and was like stalking me and our friends, which I only found out that it was her 3 weeks ago. This person creeped me out for a long time because of the
Wow, that's
things they would
weird.
say. I only found out like 3 weeks ago. So it's like, you know what? I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or to just say, you know what, you will reap what you sow, you know?
No, but you know what's happening to you is you're in a place in your life where certain things are bringing tears to you, but also certain things are exposed, they're being exposed. You're trying to pay attention to yourself. You're
Yeah.
trying to walk, you're trying to eat good. You're doing all the things that you want to do to make yourself happy and healthy. And then Satan comes along. You know, it's
Mhm.
always, you know, you're going to be challenged. And you're being challenged. 8 years your mother passed away. Right about now, because you're making so many changes in your life, it stands to reason for you to be sad about your mom now, because you're moving on into different areas. You don't want to leave her behind. You left an ex situation that was a horrible, ugly situation, and it comes
That was actually what put a lot of the weight on,
that and
was
what
being
you
in it.
so check it out. You're trying to change all that. And look at how Satan shows up, the negative of our world, and is going to make you miserable over something because you're trying to straighten yourself out from that. Lose your weight, feel good, get back into that dress, be happy, move on with good, healthy relationships, and kaboom, you get hit with the challenge. You know you miss your mom. It's not just her birthday. You
No,
love her all the time.
well, and you know, add to that, that the one person who could, you know, understand the way I feel, and no one will ever replace my mother, but you know, my sister doesn't talk to me. So I
So now
can't
you
even
feel
reach out to her.
Right. So you are facing situations here that you're pretty much on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, and sometimes, you know, it just kind of sucks to totally be alone.
Yeah.
Even though I have amazing friends. I mean, and a lot of them, all things considered, you know, I mean, a lot of people can't say that they have a lot of friends. And I do have
trust
some
me,
really
I
great
have no
friends.
friends. Honest to God, I mean, I have acquaintances, but I'm so busy. And you guys are like my friends. You guys are like family. That's why I love meeting with you every Tuesday. Margie, what would you say to Michelle in this situation that's happening to her? You're like up above, you know, 300 feet looking down. What would you say to Michelle?
It's okay to feel that way.
Right.
It's okay. Just feel that way for a while and take it one breath, one step at a time.
And
Yeah,
as long as
I lost my two sisters this year within 5 months.
yeah.
Son 6 years ago. So I just do one day at a time.
You lost your son.
Yeah.
The heartache is real. I've
Right.
lost a lot, but you can't lose yourself.
But I'm not, like, that's the one thing that I have to say is that, you
Okay,
know, I
that's
haven't
what I
gone
wanna
back to my
hear.
habits, you know, I'm still walking. I might even start taking, well, not taekwondo. I used to take taekwondo, but I might start taking karate again because another friend of mine is going to start. And I was almost a black belt many years ago. And I'm almost thinking like I might take it up again.
Okay,
Because
that's what's happened to me. It's so clear. You're improving your life. You're moving forward. You're holding strong on yourself. And now here comes the challenges.
Mhm.
Here comes, oh my God, she's doing good. We can't allow this.
right.
Okay, this is what happens. We have evil, we have good. What, Margie?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to let Michelle know that she's inspired me because I had not been very good about walking every day. And I
Well,
said,
good.
wow,
Are you?
Michelle's doing it, so I better do it
She can do it. I better do it.
Hey, you have an image to hold up, you know.
too.
I have
Um,
another friend walking who, isn't on this program. She has a different program she follows, but she's been falling off her program and she, so I got her walking too. And like, even when I can't walk with her, I keep messaging her, did you take your walk?
The thing is, with Margie saying that to you, we meet every Tuesday. Margie has watched you for a long time.
Yeah.
We all have watched you for a long time. And we remember before we started this up, and we remembered before the stupid pandemic, and then we stopped for a while, and then we decided, and I really wanted everybody to come back together again and not get all caught up in the negative that is happening. We're all being bombarded. The stress is, I believe, on purpose. I mean, that's another day for another conversation. But it's really God challenging us to be as strong as we can, to care for ourselves, make ourselves so strong that we can recognize, oh, I'm getting hit with this, I'm getting hit with that. I must stay focused on what I need to do for myself. Because as soon as you start to get better, there's going to be something in the universe coming to knock you down. Because it doesn't always, God wants you to improve. But the negative, the Satanism, they don't want you to improve. That entity is going to attack you if you're doing good. You know how they always say, oh yeah, I got really attacked over this. That's how I knew I was over the target. So what you're feeling sad for your mom. To me, I think your mom's probably all around you. And that's why I said, how would your mom call for you? You remember that, you're going to bring her into you, and she'll be all around you, because you need your mom and that love for her, the love and the love for yourself. All of us lost ourselves in this last year. Everybody did. And then Margie, she loses 2 sisters, and you lose, your sister is AWOL. I mean, I have the same, my sister's not AWOL, she's just crazy. But my son decided to, go AWOL for a while, my older boy. And then we have this situation where you can't go out, or we have masks, or now the shelves are starting to get bare, all the supply chain issues, all this stuff is happening. And I always say we have to smile during war, because we are at war. Things are happening to us. That woman that's you say stalking you and sending you, block her, she's history. The ex, you can't even remember his name, right? He's not, I used to say to the kids, you must have thought of me of some, what I used to say, you must think I care about this, just don't keep telling me about it. You mistook me for somebody who cares about this issue. But for you, you don't care about that, because if you put any of your attention on it, it's going to break you down. And then there goes Michelle. Now you want to go back into karate, taekwondo, or whatever it is. Heck yeah. Because you're going into a whole new path in your life. All of us are. All of us are going into a whole new path. And we have to be awakened. We have to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We have to be able to make decisions and not have our head up, foggy, because things are happening to us. We've got to be strong and healthy. So you said the magic word when I said you can't lose yourself. Oh my God, I'm not losing myself, right?
No,
You just fought for yourself. And that's impressive. That's why what you've been doing lately, you inspired Margie. I watched Margie sitting on the couch. Yeah, I'm gonna kick up the walking. I'm gonna take it up a little bit now. But look at Margie had to tell you, you inspired her. How you measure the quality of one's life is the impact you've made on others.
Mhm.
So you can feel good about yourself because you are getting Margie to get off that damn couch.
Well, I would walk almost every day, but never for 30 minutes. Now I do it for 30 minutes.
Right. And that's a change. Don't you feel that's a change when you go that extra 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of us have to, so Idris,
Yes.
how are we doing on the chocolate?
Not good this last week because I've been under a lot of stress and problems and issues and stuff, so I have to
Okay.
work at it.
So when you're under stress, you go for a Hershey bar or no, you go for the dark chocolate.
Dark
right?
chocolate.
Mhm. Did you look for cacao yet?
I got it, but I ain't figured out how to use it.
No, you eat it.
Huh?
You just eat it.
Okay.
Well, how do you eat your chocolate?
Just eat it. Well, I
Hey,
tried mixing it in with Oslin, but it don't mix.
the powder?
Yeah.
No, I have organic. It's from Nativa, I think. Organic powdered cacao. It's
Yeah,
a
I do too, Jack.
what, Luann?
Yeah, I do too. That's the kind I have.
Yeah. So Idris, you didn't get the powder?
It is powder.
Well, what do you mean it doesn't mix?
Well, when I tried it, it wouldn't mix. It was lumpy.
Sometimes that tastes good. The lumps. I always like lumps. Do you have a whisk?
Well, that's what I was doing, but it still wasn't
And-
doing it.
Was your milk and coffee hot?
Yeah, not that hot.
Well, it's good if it's hot. I mean, hot coffee, but I put it in hot milk too.
Yeah.
Give it
So
a shot.
sometimes because I have the Nespresso machine, so like that's how I have to make my coffee. And then I put the milk in the frother. So I put my protein powder in the cup and I stir it as the Nespresso's being made. So maybe if you put the cacao in a cup and then just put a little bit of the hot coffee liquid, whether it's with milk or not, and then just kind of make a paste out of it before, and then put the rest of it in.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, give it a shot, Idris. We're trying to get you off the chocolate. How much do you have to lose?
40, I think.
Okay, where are we? We're in October, in the middle of October, almost. Let's see.
We have 2.5 months.
2.5 months, Idris. We got to get at least for you 20 pounds off.
So I want to say something about that, which I know that we know pounds are really just
Yeah.
like a gauge, but not. So I went to this doctor yesterday. He's a really, like I had to pay out of pocket because he's, one of those doctors where he doesn't want to take insurance because he doesn't want to be dictated by them.
Good guy.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. He, and I knew this. He was actually my mother's doctor. I generally don't go to the doctors, but I wanted to meet with him before.
You
He's
have to.
Well, he's moving to Florida because New York is such a messed up state
Yeah.
that he's getting out of here.
Okay.
So I wanted to meet with him because I had the Lyme and, I just wanted to see if he had anything further to add. So he is sending me for blood work because there were some things that were elevated. Anyway, forgot what my point was, was.
Because you were talking about pounds versus.
Oh,
inches.
right. So normally I would not want to know what I weigh because, I'm waiting until I get to my final goal. I weighed myself a couple weeks ago to know where I started. Well, I did not lose anything because I weighed the same thing in his office as I did a few weeks ago when I weighed myself.
Yeah.
But I know that I've lost something because my clothes feel bigger.
You've lost your inches.
Right. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying that,
That's what it's
It-
about. In
right.
fact, the more
but it can
I
be
have-
discouraging. You know what I mean? If you're not in the
Yeah.
right headspace, that could be like
exactly. That's
really.
why.
That's why I don't have a scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's why I hate when you go to the doctor's office and I've been working out and walking and my legs are nice and tight and I'm getting firmer and everything. And then, I had to go for this pre-op for this stupid, the guy could do it in his kitchen. It's just so stupid. And they get me on the scale and it's more than it has been. And I said to myself, I can see how some people would freak out over that.
Mhm.
But I have built so many muscles in my legs and in my butt, and I'm trying to get that butt good, and I'm stronger, but my clothes are so much looser. So if people don't understand that, I tell them, I say, I have gained a lot of muscle here. And this is not fat. I was up like 4 pounds, something like that. And I don't freak out over that. But I'm glad you brought that up because your face looks different. And your clothes are looser. Mine are loose. This is
Yeah, my pants are really big, but I'm not fitting into my next smallest size. So I must be in between right now. But, my pants are big.
Now, don't let the stress, and the stress kills, and stress if you're really stressed inside, you don't even know it. Your body's going to think this body is dying or this body's in trouble. We have to keep reserves on it.
Okay.
You don't want that. You need to move forward. You don't care about the ex. You can't remember his name. You don't care about the girl he married because, they both deserve each other. And then whatever happens, just block them and make them go away. God bless your mom. Keep listening to how she always called for you, Shelley. And then talk to her all the time. She will listen to you. But you're not alone. You're just on a new path. And the path sometimes, you have to walk it alone sometimes. You have lots of friends, you have lots of great friends, but you're on a mission. And I think if you want to take up that karate, I think it would be great because you meet new people. You show me who you run with, I'll tell you what you are.
Right.
So you go and you be with people like that, they're inspirational. And before you know it, you're with a whole new group of people that are doing your heart good.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to do that, but Luann, you lost
Yes.
your girlfriend when she passed away. And did you count how long it takes for that block you were walking?
Oh, yes, I can. And I wasn't walking real slow and I wasn't walking real fast. I was just walking natural.
Mhm.
And it was just like maybe a tick over 1 minute. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it was like just a short, maybe 1 or 2 steps over a minute.
That's amazing. So
I
now,
felt good about it.
so to get to that, what were we trying to get to, that park or that, you said it's 8 blocks to the something.
Oh, Wesley Village, where Ruth did live. Mhm. But with the pandemic, I've not been back. I
Okay.
was.
But if that's like a couple of steps over a minute, then where do you have 15 blocks that you could walk and then walk back?
Any direction I wanted to go. I
Okay.
mean, I live in a spot where, yeah, I could go any direction I wanted to go. Mhm.
So how did it feel good? How did it feel to walk that block?
It felt good. Yep,
Yeah,
it did. It really did.
good.
Did I keep
So-
it up? No, but it felt good.
Yeah, but you're gonna. So this is
I'm gonna.
because you don't have a
I'm
choice.
gonna.
We know where you live. And your girlfriend's gonna go with you in spirit. So you don't have to push her in a wheelchair anymore, and she'll be very happy to know that
Yeah, she
you're
would.
on the move.
Yep, because she always felt so bad, as I've said before, that I was doing all that. And I said, but you don't know. Well, as Debbie Daniels said, you know, like Ruth always said, you do know you're keeping me alive. And Debbie Daniels said to me, who's keeping who alive?
Yeah,
Which is true.
very
you
good
know, really.
point. Well, but see, that's your new path. You're going to do
Mhm.
15 blocks, and then you're gonna do 15, then you're gonna come back. So that's 30 minutes.
Okay.
Got it? So next
Yeah.
Tuesday, we all want to hear about your journey on walking 15 blocks and then walking back.
You know what? When I was trying to get on this, I couldn't get on, and I thought, oh my God, and I got a report, and she's going to think I chickened out and I didn't get on. But I finally got on.
I had trouble getting on too.
I
Did
know.
you really?
All did.
We all
Yeah,
did.
no, Margie, who was it? Was it Margie or Michelle posted, are you guys getting this
Yeah, I did.
message? Yeah. I had a problem with Zoom, you know, sometimes that happens. We can land on the moon, but we can't get these Zooms going. So, but I think I figured out what happened. I think I left one channel open, but regardless, you guys are greatly improving and moving forward. We're all on a new mission. And sometimes things from the past can hang us up. You can't progress in the future living in the past. And the past can really hang us up. And it doesn't mean that we don't miss and love the ones we've lost. But we're the ones that are still living. We're the ones that's still responsible for our own quality of health. And we're the ones that have to make decisions based on how we feel about ourselves. And that means you do the best you can. You going to the doctor, Michelle, and only being able to eat the egg. The good news is you ate the egg.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's your protein. You could have had your yogurt and nuts.
My nuts weren't ready.
There you go. But basically you went for your protein. You know, so you have to feel good about that. If it wasn't till 12 noon, I didn't eat after that, it took so long. Bottom line is you still nourished yourself. You did your fruit, you did your latte, had to run out the door, so you got your egg. The old days, you would have just run out the door and not eat at all. So this is what we have, and Idris, we've got to get you going on this cacao. Because the cacao is going to turn over, change your taste buds over and take away that craving for the chocolate. Are you still taking the magnesium?
Yeah, still doing that.
Are your stools loose?
Or what?
Are your bowels loose?
My bowels are just fine, no problem. But Jackie, that's something I've had all my life. I grew up constipated. So it took me a while to find something that works and I stay with it.
Okay, so your bowels are fine. How many times a day do you have a bowel movement?
2 or 3.
Okay, good. Yeah, it'd be good if you had 3 or 4.
Well, I figure I'm doing pretty good with the ones I'm having, honey.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get you off the chocolate. Chocolate's a starch. So let's try to figure this out if you cannot get off the cravings because, did you check to see how much sugar's in that chocolate?
Too much.
Okay. So is it that you're totally addicted?
Probably.
Okay. So are you following the lifestyle as far as fruit, the latte, do you make Jackie's chicken salad, or are you doing protein and vegetables but no starches?
Doing my best on that.
Okay, because I was going to say, your chocolate with your sugar is going to stop the digestion of all your foods. So if you can just let the protein digest, and then you can eat the chocolate on an empty stomach, which gives your stomach a fighting chance, number one, and it'll be like you're on phase 2. Let the chocolate digest, eat your little snack of chocolate, and wait 2 hours and go back into your fruit and then your latte. Can you do that?
I'll see what I can do.
So here, okay, try to get this pattern in your head because we got to get 40 off you. You're going to do your fruit, then you're going to do your latte. Then you're going to do your either Jackie's chicken salad or the goat yogurt and nuts, or you're going to do a protein with a vegetable. And don't overeat, don't undereat, but eat a lot. Let that 4 hours digest, then have your chocolate. Then wait, wait a good 2 hours, because that should cut your cravings, and go right back into the routine of fruit, latte, and protein. Can you try to do that, Idris?
Yep, I'm making notes so I don't forget it.
Okay. Okay, good. Because that could just change everything. It's like we're gonna put you in phase 2. So we'll allow you to have that chocolate. There's a lot of sugar in there, so that should hold you over for 2 hours. And then go right into the fruit, which will help to flush it through. Do your latte, and then go back into a nice big protein meal. No breads, no starches, no nothing, no chocolate. I want you do that for a week. I want to know how it turns out.
Okay.
Okay. So Margie, what's your weight like? Or your clothes?
Getting baggy, so I put on a pair of pants tonight that were in the back of my closet. They say the tag says size 6,
Really?
but it's a little snug, but I got it covered.
Snug is okay. It gives you. Could you button at the waist?
Yeah, no problem.
A diggity dog.
So something's happened. Bill keeps saying my legs are getting skinnier.
Yeah, he's your good eyes.
Yeah.
He can see. We look at ourselves sometimes and we don't. It's like you don't see your grandkids for a while. My gosh, look at how much you've grown.
Yes.
You're like, no, we've seen this all day long. But yeah, Bill's your eyes and ears. That's good. And I think, how much did you have to get off? You want to get into those 6s.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be in those 6s for sure, comfortably by January 1st.
Yes. Definitely.
Good. Okay, so I got back into my habit of juicing ginger. Are you guys using ginger at any time at all in your crème flush?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Who's that, Luann or Idris?
Yeah. Luann too.
I'll tell you
That's
what,
Illinois.
the ginger is an amazing product, especially for inflammation, for your immune system. And also it helps you to salivate. So this is good. It's especially now when the winter's coming, it'll help to heat up your body in the right way. So Michelle, why don't you check out the, I had a question for you. When was the last time you made Jackie's chicken salad?
What's today, Tuesday? I think I made it Saturday, but I didn't have broccoli, so I put carrots in it.
That's okay. It was raw, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually still have some of it left. And then just before our call, I cooked a whole bunch of chicken. I'm not probably doing the chicken salad tonight, but I'll bring it to the store tomorrow and make it when I get there.
So you're not grilling the chicken?
No, I cook it in a pan.
It's awesome grilled, you know.
I know, but I don't have a grill, you know, I don't live in California.
You don't have a grill pan?
I don't know.
Dude, you work in a kitchen. Go on Amazon and look for a good grill pan.
I don't want a grill pan.
It'll change
What-
your life.
Why though?
It makes it crispy in certain parts of the chicken.
Uh-huh.
It gives it a completely different flavor and texture. It has the black markings on it from the grill. It's delicious. And then when you cut it in little pieces,
But what I'm eating is delicious.
okay, I'm good. I'm
I'm with
happy.
you, Michelle. I don't want to grill either.
Well, I will look at all the pans that I have underneath my, you know, stash of pans that I don't always use. There probably is, because my mother, hi Gloria, you know, she had every gadget of everything that you can possibly imagine. So there's probably one of those, I don't know what you mean by a grill pan, but if you mean like a pan that like the juice drips, like it has like
It's a
bumps in
pan
it.
with ridges.
Yeah.
RJ, do you grill
Oh,
or
you know
bake?
what though? Actually, stupid me. I think that the center part of my stove, if I flip it over, is a griddle.
There
I
you
think.
go. I'm just trying to find ways to make things a lot more unique. Here's one.
I learned how to poach poach my chicken, but I do it in the oven
I do roast my chicken in the oven when I'm at the store.
and it comes out so good.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
That's a
probably.
grill
wanna-
pan.
I had a grill pan when I first started this, but it didn't cook it right for me. It cooked some parts of the chicken breast too much and some parts.
Well, you have to cut them in like tenders, the sizes of tenders.
Oh, so you cut them.
I completely
Before you
cover
cook
the
it.
bottom of the pan with olive oil. I sprinkle the Montreal steak seasoning all over the pan with the oil. I do the Costco no salt seasoning all over. I wait till the oil gets really, really hot. And then I cut the chicken breasts in slices. And then I lay them over the grill pan.
Hmm.
And then they all sizzle and they cook all the way around. It's a whole new taste. I have baked, I have, you know, barbecued. I have done everything, but the grill is the one I like the most. But it doesn't matter if you love what you're doing. But there are different ways of doing things.
I use different seasonings too. I don't use the Montreal. I just use, you know, I don't know, so I just get different seasonings at Trader Joe's and try them.
That's fine.
One,
As long as you are, is anybody doing the turkey, little taco turkey wrap kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, and if you can put like the tops of your broccoli in there, you know, just the florets and chop that up a little bit and you sprinkle it in there. If you can, that's harder to chew and it's a very good, easy to digest that small. But there you go. I mean, these are things that everything we do is to help our body to get strong, healthy, lose the fat, and get into the clothes size that we want. And stay there. That's what it's about. So I think you guys are doing good. You're doing great. You guys have any questions?
I'll be anxious to see how you come out with your fingers, because my son started playing in a band in 6th grade, and he's 65 now, but he probably had to quit about 5 years ago because of his finger or fingers. I'm not sure which it is. So I'm
Yeah,
anxious to hear how you get along.
okay.
He had to quit.
Yeah, no, the way it is right now, for me to put my fingers on the lower frets of the guitar and then to strum, or pick, I can hold a pick because it's not my baby finger, but then to pick, like with my fingers, For me, if I was professionally again, I wouldn't be able to work. So,
Yeah, that's what he is too. Mhm.
yeah, no, he just needs to go to an orthopedic hand surgeon and see what can be done. Sometimes they can just shoot some cortisone in there and they bring down the inflammation and then you can bend the finger. But if not, which where I'm at right now, I'm just, I've had it done once before and it worked amazing. So I'll let you guys know.
When are
Okay.
you having it done?
The 29th,
Oh, right, you said that.
yeah. So I'm
So no
gonna,
Halloween candy for you.
and right, not, ain't gonna happen. But where we moved and I have my Halloween decorations up and everything because I love Halloween. But the good news is no kids come by. So maybe one or two stragglers. And this saves me on buying a big thing of candy. Where I had to buy at least sometimes up to $75 to $100 worth of candy.
Wow.
Gee whiz.
Oh yeah,
Whoa,
I was a famous witch.
word got around, you had good candy.
Oh yeah, they all knew yeah, and I was famous. They would all come to see me 30 years ago, and then they'd grow up, move away, and bring their kids to come back and see. The witch, that was the good witch to the little kids. And then to the older kids, I didn't even talk to them. And I'd have a black light on me, and I'd have all the room in the back of me was all black. And then I had certain creatures, and I'd have a big cauldron with candy. And then they'd knock on the door, and I had, a smoke machine with smoke going back and forth. And I told my kids, I put them to work. I made them like a brown hooded monk outfit and with a rope around their waist, and I'd give them shovels. And I say, just put your head down and just drag this along the sidewalk. That's all you do. Don't look up, just walk and drag the shovel. I had the neighborhood kids working, they couldn't wait. And then I had music that I went into the studio and made, and it was with an engineer friend of mine, and we made a real scary tape. And they'd knock, like this. And I had a lock up here and a lock here, and then I had the lock on my door handle. And so I would make sure that the music's playing and they're knocking, the smoke machine's going, and I'd rattle each lock, and then I'd open. I never greased the door, so I'm going
Wow.
and for the little kids, even the Armenian woman would bring all her grandkids. They walk up the streets, and she'd make sure that I knew the little kids were coming. So she goes really loud, "We're going to see the good witch." So then I knew I had to be a nice witch. But then when the older kids came, 7 and 8 at night, she doesn't scare me. Yeah, I can handle this. So then I'd open up the door like this. I would just stare. My face was white. I had a prosthetic nose and a chin. I had long black hair with a whole black outfit, and I had my hands glowing in the dark with my face with black veins. I had it all. And they'd go, "Tricker, tricker." And some of them would fall over each other trying to get off the porch. Some of them would go in shock. And then my husband would stand at the sidewalk. The neighbors across the streets would every year bring out a table and sit on chairs to watch the whole thing. And then my husband told me many times, a van would come up and the kids would get out, and the wife would say, "Honey, it's your turn. You're going to take the kids up there." And he goes, "No, I'm not going up there. Okay, I am not going up there. I'll just sit here. I'll wait for you. It is your turn to take the kids up. And some of them would fight that. I'm not taking the kids up there. I'm not doing that. And anyway, it was so much, it was a safe scare. And it was so much fun just to entertain them. So you didn't have to go into this, into the city, into a big maze and all that stuff and pay a fortune to get scared. But it was my way of giving the fun to the kids in the neighborhood. Because when I was a kid, there was a guy that always greeted us on Halloween in a big gorilla outfit. And it always freaked me out. I was like, wow. And then one day he didn't do it. And I was like, oh my God, it felt like the magic was gone. So as soon as I was on the road and I was working Las Vegas, that's what I did. I grabbed my friend. I go, let's go in the studio. Let's make this scary tape. Let's get some, smoke, and let's get a big black backdrop. We just made a big deal, and we did it for, I guess, since 78. And
Oh my God, what are they gonna do this year when they go and you're not there?
Well,
Oh,
I had to move.
did you
Well,
say
this was at where I moved from LA. That's where I moved there 2 years ago. So they know the witch is gone.
Oh,
But where I just went, where I was, I did the whole thing too. And they loved it in that whole neighborhood. But then I don't know, they're probably gonna wish I was there because I added so much. But life is to be lived. We're supposed to have fun. Adults are just deteriorated children. So we don't want to lose our zest for life. And that means no matter what is happening to us, I feel like sometimes, don't you feel like all of a sudden everything, God, it's this thing and that thing, and oh my God, then I get a phone call, and then I think I cracked a tooth, and it's like one more thing, and it's like, okay, just take it in stride. Because everything that's happening right now, I think if we can stay strong and stay focused and stay positive and just keep ourselves on the right track for what we're doing, we will come out of this smelling like a rose. We're all going to do okay. So make the phone call to the Black Belt place. Add it to your life. You'll meet new people and they'll be positive. I think it's a good thing to do. So it's 6 o'clock, you guys. I will see you next Tuesday. And Luann, you got a lot to report. Idris, let's just try to do that little trick that Michelle told you about. And by next week, Margie, you might be in that 6 without being out of breath when you button up.
Maybe, I don't know if I'll be on next week or not. We're leaving the next day to fly to California to see our daughter.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
I definitely will miss the following Tuesday because we'll be on an airplane coming home.
Well, have a safe trip. Have
Thank
fun.
Mhm.
Go and see her and keep yourself focused. It's a
Yeah.
lot traveling. It's good to see your daughter, but it's also stressful. So,
It's different. She's got 2 active kids.
yeah, so
We're going to watch the marching band, our grandson.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Just take it in stride and just try to breathe right through it. You'll be happy for it. Okay, guys, hopefully I'll talk to you, Margie, next week. If not, we'll look for you when you come back.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.